failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Martin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Martin re-signed with the Raiders May 1st after Isaiah Crowell went down with the Achilles injury. He's out for the year. But Martin now in his second season in Oakland, 723 yards last year. His career numbers are so interesting. 6 seasons in Tampa prior to Oakland, 2 years of 1,400 yards, but then he never topped 500 the other 4 years due to injuries and other various issues. But now he says his full focus is on 2019. On second down, it's Martin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Martin.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Brissett now steps away to his left. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively against the pass. Just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone
challenge play.
No gain? Oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go play action with Brissett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Throwing, Brissett escaping the pressure right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brissett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with it.
Entering coaching screen depth chart and slot 1 slot 1. Entering coaching screen
for
depth
7
chart.
throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out.
And resume instant replay. Entering challenge play.
And the Raider D, they get the football back. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. I don't know who all is to blame there, but...
And resume instant replay. Called super depth chart. Slot 2, slot 1. Entering coaching screen depth chart.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. And a completion to Wilson. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now it's Martin. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Doug Martin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's go.
Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering slot 2. Slot. Entering in slot 1, slot 2, slot 1, slot 3. Entering coaching screen depth chart.
1st down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.